Get it? Because it's pink and I'm wearing pink and it's Wednesday. I even got this from Victoria's Secret pink. Hey, what's up guys, it's Annalise here, and you know what time it is? It is back to school time. Yep, the season is upon us. It is time where everybody, at least in the States, is going back to school, whether it be high school, middle school, college, whatever. School is starting again and the new year is here. Now, back to school time can be pretty stressful. You're starting all these new classes, meeting new teachers, meeting new people, just have this new schedule, and then with all these other things like work and extracurriculars that are just piled on top of that, things get pretty crazy. And I feel like when school starts, the whirlwind of it all just kind of sweeps us up and we tend to forget about a lot of things. We kind of tend to forget about the things that keep us from going insane. I know, at least with myself, I tend to get tunnel vision when it comes to school. And when it starts, I get my classes, my schedule, my supplies, my homework, my projects, different calendars, all this stuff, and I tend to forget about other things, or I just can't focus on more than one thing, or I just freak out and I start like nitpicking on little things and I just start stressing out over just school in general. And it's not a fun time for anybody involved. So with school starting now, pretty much people have already started school, they're gonna start school. I just started school this week. There are a lot of things that we tend to forget about. So I made a list of 8 things to remember going into this school year, and I'd like to share them with you now. So the first thing, number 1, go outside, and going to class does not count. Neither does going to work. Doesn't count. Get out of your normal space. Get away from your computer screen, get out of your office, get away from your desk, and go outside. Experience the world. There's a great world that's out there that I feel like some of us tend to forget about when school starts because we're all just so dark focused on all these things. Whether that be just going on a walk around your block, going to the mall, or just going on a drive, get outside. And that will actually help you out too because it clears your head. I know when I get frustrated with something with my homework and maybe I'm just not getting it, I'm just not understanding whatever I'm working on, taking a step back and getting out of the house helps me clear my thoughts, and when I return back to whatever project I'm working on, I have a fresh look at it and it helps me understand it a lot more. Maybe even in a creative sense. Maybe you're trying to get inspired in some way and you just can't figure it out. It's these 4 walls that are surrounding you that you're always looking at and you need inspiration. So go out into the world and see what it has to offer. Also, you need to get like your vitamin D and the sunlight and fresh air. Turning on a fan does not count as fresh air. You need to get, live out in the nature. Just let it embrace you. Number 2, friends are free therapists. Now by this, I mean if you're having a hard time this school year, which a lot of us tend to have from time to time, you have people to talk to. Your friends are an awesome resource because they're the ones who know you best. They're the ones who you can talk to when things are tough or you're having a problem with something. And since they know you so well, they can give you the best advice on what you need. Your friends are there for you when you need them, and you should be the same to them. Friendship is a two-way street. So if you see a friend that's looking down in the dumps, or maybe you know that they're stressed out about something, talk to them. See how they're feeling. Maybe they don't want to talk about exactly what's going on, but just get them talking. Maybe getting their mind off of it, going on a date together, or something like that. But as long as you let your friend know that they have somebody to talk to and you're there for them, that means the world. Because imagine how it feels when your friends come up to you and they know you're having a tough time with something. Maybe it's school, maybe it's work, or maybe it's something else, but it just feels so wonderful to know that you have somebody by your side. Number 3, take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. You need to make it through this school year, so make sure you're in tip-top shape so you can do so. That means getting your sleep. Nobody likes falling asleep in class because 1, you don't learn anything, 2, the teacher gets mad at you, 3, you don't get any sleep, and 4, everybody in class makes fun of you. Because then they find out that you talk in your sleep and then they call you the sleep talker for the rest of the year, and nobody wants to deal with that for the rest of the school year. This is the beginning of the year. Make a good impression. Don't fall asleep in class. Get your rest at home. Go to bed early. Don't spend all your time on the internet. Guess what? The internet's still there. You need to get your sleep. You can't catch up on that later. It's now. You need it now. You can watch that YouTube video tomorrow. There's a watch later list on YouTube. You can add it to that and come back after you get your rest. Eat. Don't forget to eat. This is something that I actually tend to forget about a lot, and you might be asking yourself, hey, how does one forget to eat? I don't know, there's just so many things going on, I just forget to eat. But what I've done this year to kind of fix that is I bought some granola bars and I just throw them in all my bags before I leave my house. So maybe if I am having a really busy day, I still have some food that I can grab on the go to keep me energized and happy and healthy and not hangry, because nobody wants to deal with a hangry Annalise. It's not a fun time. Sorry about it. And also Also, stay hydrated. Please drink water. Not enough people drink water. Staying hydrated does not mean drinking your energy drinks and drinking your coffee. Drink some water. There should be water fountains in your school. If there's not, water is relatively cheap and you can get it pretty much anywhere. So drink some water, keep yourself hydrated. Your body is made up of like 75% water. Drink water. It'll make you feel better. It's good for your face, it's good for your skin, it's good for your body, it's good for everybody all around. Just drink some water. Number 4, don't procrastinate. You are gonna hate yourself in the end. I, just as every other student in the history of ever, is guilty of procrastinating. And it is not a fun time. It definitely isn't. Guarantee me, I know that. Nothing is worse than the night before a project is due, you remember that it's due, or you were just like, oh crap, I still haven't come up with anything, and then you're up until 5 o'clock in the morning, and you have to be at school at 7 working on this project, and it's not done as great as you wanted it to be done. Just don't procrastinate. You know how it feels, we've all been there. Find some time in your week, even if it's an hour, find an hour in your week. When you find out about something that needs to be done, start working on it. You don't have to finish it, but just kind of get that ball rolling and you'll be more apt to work on it up until that due date and hopefully have it done early. Number 5, it's okay to procrastinate. Everyone does it. We are all human. We have all procrastinated. And yes, does it suck? The feeling of procrastinating and knowing that you could have done something sooner, whether it be a project or an essay or something else, knowing that you had the time and you just didn't seize that time. Is it a crappy feeling? Yeah, of course. But everybody does it. Don't beat yourself up over it because it's not worth it. It really isn't. And if anything, take it as a learning experience. Take it as a motivation to do better next time, because remembering of how crappy it felt to procrastinate and maybe you didn't get something done the way you wanted to have it done, kind of use that as a motivation for the next time something like this comes up, and don't procrastinate. But it's truly okay. It's not the end of the world. Unless if what you were procrastinating is a way to make sure the world doesn't end, then it could potentially be the end of the world. So if you ever come into that situation, just don't procrastinate just for the sake of all humankind. Thanks. Number 6, make some time for you. This is something that I forget about a lot because once again, I get that tunnel vision going on whatever I'm working on, or just the hustle and bustle of everything that's happening just gets so frazzled and I forget about myself. I've got my school, I've got work, and then I've got rehearsals, and then I've got my YouTube, and I have homework, and all these things, and I forget about the person who's doing all those things. And that's me. And I have to make sure I'm a happy, healthy person to get all those things done. I also have to make sure that my mind, heart, and soul are all in check, or else none of these things are gonna get done. A happy Annalise is a good Annalise, and a happy you is a good you. So you wanna make sure you make some time for yourself. Maybe you like getting a bath bomb from Lush and having a bath and a spa day to yourself. Maybe you like going on a bike ride or a hike. Maybe you wanna take yourself on a little shopping trip. Do whatever makes you happy. Give some time to yourself and make sure that you're all in check. That's like your chi or something like that. Make sure that you're just thinking about yourself. And I know that school is really important and work is really important, but sometimes you just need to pause and think about you and check in on how you're doing. Make some time for you. 7, life is what you make it, and so is school. As the great lyricist Hannah Montana once said, life is what you make it, so let's make it rock. But in all seriousness, life and school are what you make of it. So make sure you're going into things with a positive outlook. Because if you go in with a positive attitude, most likely things are gonna have a positive outcome. If you go into a situation negative and narrow-minded, things might not turn out as great as if you were to go in with an optimistic outlook. Make the best of any situation. Maybe you have a class that the teacher isn't so nice. Try to get on their good side, or at least buddy up with somebody so that way you can kind of experience it together. If I ever had a class that I hated, or maybe the teacher sucked or something like that, I always found that one person in the class that I could kind of align with, and we could just talk about how much maybe we hated the class or try to survive it together. And something like that was something that made those classes my favorites overall, because I had a fun time with that friend, even though we were talking about how much we hated that class. Have a fun school year in the sense of go to extracurricular activities, go to basketball games and football games, participate in school spirit. It's a lot of fun, and I know I had a great time doing it. Doing all these school spirited things, going to the rallies, and just having a great time was so much fun, and it made my school year fly by really fast. It also made me some really awesome memories that I get to look back on now. So make this school year the best yet. go in with a positive attitude and good things will come back to you. And my last thing, number 8, breathe. Just stop for a second and breathe. This is something that I forget to do way too often. In the literal sense that when I used to go to cheer practice, I would forget to breathe. And when I dance, I tend to forget to breathe. And then, oh, Annalise blacks out on the mat and everybody gets all upset and concerned. But seriously, just breathe. This time of year is tough. I know, especially when all these new things are starting up, it can get a bit insane. But when things are getting crazy, just pause, take a deep breath, and breathe. If you're getting stressed out about something, if you're having a hard time with something, take a step back and just breathe. We in this daily life just go through the motions and we forget to kind of take it all in. Taking in a deep breath just kind of registers everything in your mind and takes in all your surroundings and everything that's going on in your life and just kind of brings it in all together. And then when you release it all, it can help clear your head. If things are going tough, just remember that they will pass. But what you gotta do is just breathe. It's okay. Things will get better. Things will move forward. The school year will be over. You may not be looking forward to it, but things are gonna keep going forward. Time is gonna keep progressing. But in the meantime, just breathe. And guys, that's it. Those are my 8 things to remember going into this school year. I hope you take them, I hope you put them in your back pocket, and I hope you try to remember these things. And I sincerely hope that they help you out. I love making videos like these because not only do I wish that they help all you guys out, but it's kind of a reminder to myself to remember all these things that I just listed are things that I need to remember. I forget to breathe, I forget to have fun, I forget to take time to myself. And so hopefully this video is gonna help me remember those things and it'll help you guys out too. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it and I really hope you enjoyed it. If any of these tips or things to remember are helping you out in any way, let me know in the comment section below. If you have some more things that you think people need to remember or that you yourself try to remember from time to time, leave that in the comment section as well. That's gonna help all of us out. I can use all the advice I can get. If you guys are new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe. We just hit 500 subscribers, which is so amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say it enough. That just lets me know that I have 500 friends out there who like the things that I love making and support me in that. And it means the world. So thank you. As always, all my social media links are down in the description below, so feel free to follow me on all that. But sincerely guys, I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome, awesome school year. If you already started school this year, hope it's going great, and if school is coming up, best of luck to you guys. Otherwise, that is it for me. Stay beautiful, have a marvelous day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!